In this video, we're going to look a little bit more at area of regular polygons, but this time we don't know any side lengths of our polygon. So let's remember our formula for finding the area is 1/2 times the apothem times the perimeter. So this one right here, our apothem is 3. So A equals 1/2 times 3, but we do not know our perimeter and we need to find that. So we need to draw in a line here and we want to find this side. We're going to call it X. Okay? So you might ask, well, how do I find that if I don't have any other sides or angles? But we actually do have some angles. So let's think for a second. An equilateral triangle has how many degrees in each angle in our big triangle? Well, 180 divided by 3 is 60 degrees. A fun fact about this red line that I drew in here, right here, is that it splits this angle directly in half. So that means this angle right here is 30 degrees. Now this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle, which makes our lives a little bit easier. And let's remember the ratio for our 30, 60, 90 triangles. Okay, if this is 60, sorry for the tiny triangle. We've got our right angle, and this is x, 2x, x squared of 3. This is our right angle right there. So our x in our triangle over here is x squared of 3. And so this side length is 3 square root of 3 because our 30 is across from the shortest side. Okay, so if this is 3 squared of 3, we need to find one whole side length. So 3 squared of 3 plus 3 squared of 3 is 6 squared of 3, and there's 3 sides in a triangle, so we multiply that number by 3. 6 times 3 is 18, and we're going to multiply by 18 squared of 3 right here. So our perimeter is 18 squared of 3. Okay, now to solve this, can't divide 3 by 1/2, but we can multiply 18 by 1/2. So we're going to end up with 3 times 9 squared of 3, which is 27 squared of 3 units squared. That's our area. Let's look at a regular hexagon and do the same thing. So our apothem is 9, so A equals 1/2 times 9 times, we don't know our perimeter. So let's do the same thing, draw a line in here, and this is now what kind of triangle? Well, if we were to calculate one of the angle measures of our hexagon, going back probably a few months to when we were calculating those angle measures, we would get 120 degrees, and this is for every hexagon. So if you're working with a hexagon, it's always going to be 120 degrees for one of these angles here if it's regular, okay? So if that's 120 degrees, this purple line I drew splits that angle exactly in half, so 120 divided by 2 is 60 degrees. All right, that means that this one's 30 degrees, and we're trying to get from our quote-unquote, I guess, x squared of 3 side to our x side. If this is x squared of 3, this is x. So we have to divide 9 by square root of 3. That means we have to multiply by square root of 3 over square root of 3. And this is probably the worst part of this whole thing, is trying to remember when we need to do this. So we end up with 9 square root of 3 over 3, or 3 square root of 3. So that's this length. So the length of one side then is 2 times 3 square root of 3, or 6 square root of 3. And there are 6 sides in a hexagon. So we have to multiply 6 times 6 square root of 3, which is 36 square root of 3. And we're going to multiply that up here as well. 1/2 times 36 is 18. 18 times 9 is 162. Keep the square root of 3 units squared. And there's our answer.